Hello everyone, myself Kavita. Today we are going to see the electrical estimation in industrial installation. While preparing the estimate of industrial installation, we have to follow some steps. So we will one by one see the what are the steps we have to follow to prepare the industrial installation. First step is that we have to draw the floor plan as per the given installation requirement. If we have given we have to install one motor, two motor, then we have to require the starters, control board, main board. For this installation we have to draw the plan where we will install the our main board, control board, motor. We have to draw first the plan of that installation. Then second step is that we have to draw the single line schematic diagram for that floor plan. So we have to draw the single line schematic diagram means we have to draw the connections of that main board to control board to motor. So this is the single line diagram we have to draw. Then third step is that if we have possible we can draw the isometric diagram. For solving the example, isometric diagram is not compulsory, but if possible you can draw the isometric view of that plan so that it is easy to calculate the length of conduit. You have to length of conduit calculation, it is easier. Then next step is if some data is not given in your example, then you can assume that data, but at the start you have to mention what are the assumptions you have made. In that you can assume the height of main board from floor, then height of control board from floor. Then next step you have to assume the height of motor foundation. If your motor is placed on foundation, so you have to assume the height of that motor foundation. Then the height of conduit wiring system below the ceiling. Then you have to calculate the size of wire, that which type of wire you are going to use for that installation system. For that you have to calculate the full load current of motor, then starting current, then maximum current. From that you can determine which type of wiring system you are going to use for installation. Then you have to calculate the rating of main switch and control switch with fuse rating as per the given installation. As per the motor calculation, once you have decided which type of wire you are going to use, then you have to find out the length of that conduit system which is required for installation. Once you have calculated the total length of conduit required for installation, then you have to add some wastage in it, then find out the total length of wire required. After that you have to calculate the length of earth wire required for the installation, length of earth wire required for the earthing. Then after you can easily calculate the other materials required for the installation and the present market cost of that materials. From that you can calculate the total cost of material required for the installation. So these are the steps we have to follow to calculate or to estimate the industrial installation. Now we'll follow this step in one example. So we will take one example which is having one motor of 10 HP which is installed in one workshop, and you have to prepare estimate for that industrial installation. So this is the example which is in your sample paper. In this workshop, you can see the length of workshop is 7 meter, width is 2 plus 3, that is 5 meter. Then your 10 HP motor is installed 1 meter from the right side wall. This much is only given in your example. So for motor installation, you will require the main board and control board with control switch and starter. So position of this main board and control board, it is not given in your example, so you can assume as per your choice. Then again, the height of installation is also not given, so you can assume that. So some assumptions you have to made in this example. So first we will draw the schematic diagram for this installation. So you can see this is the schematic diagram for this installation. In this you have to assume the position of main board and control board. So you can see in this diagram, I have assumed that main board is 1 meter from the left side wall and control board is 5 meter away from the main board, that is in line with your 10 HP motor. So you can see here, so distance between this main board and control board is 5 meter. Then the distance between control board to 10 HP motor, it is 3 meter. So you can assume the position of this main board and control board as per your choice, but I think it is the suitable position for this workshop or for this industrial installation. Now we will draw the isometric drawing for this installation. So as here only one motor is there, so for your clarity I have drawn here the isometric drawing. So you can see the isometric drawing. Then we will see the isometric drawing with assumptions. So first assumption is that the height of the installation is 4 meter. So as per the given example, you have not given the height of installation, so we can assume that height. Here we have assumed the 4 meter. You can assume the 3 meter or 4 meter as per your choice, but I will prefer the 4 meter so that you can take the wiring 1 meter below the ceiling. So I will suggest you the assume the height of installation is 4 meter. Then next assumption is the position of main board, which is consist of main switch and starter, which is at height of 1.7 meter. So you can see that the main board is always assume the main board is 1.75 meter above the floor. So you can see here our main board we have placed the 1.75 meter above the floor. Then next one is control board. Control board, it is having the height 1.5 meter above the floor. So you can see in this isometric drawing you have assumed the height of control board, that is 1.5 meter above the floor. The next one is position of conduit is runs at height of 3 meter from the floor. 3 meter from the floor means 1 meter below the ceiling. So this is the height of wiring which we have considered here, 3 meter above the floor. The next one is height of motor foundation is 1 meter. Motor foundation means every motor you have to place at one foundation. So you can see that this is the foundation. So we have assumed that the foundation height is 1 meter. We have assumed the foundation height because that height you have to consider in the calculation of the conduit wiring. The next one is the main switch and starters are mounted on one board and are 3 meter away from the foundation. So 3 meter away means this which is given in your example. This motor, it is the main switch and starter, which is mounted on one board, that is this control board, that is 3 meter away from the motor foundation. Then therefore this distance is 3 meter. The next one is the wiring is to be surface conduit wiring. So we have considered here our wiring required for installation, that is surface conduit wiring. Next one is you don't have given the motor is single phase or 3 phase. So we have considered here motor is for 10 HP, that is you have given in example, but we will assume the motor is 10 HP 400 volt and 3 phase motor is there. So these are the some assumptions you have to made to solve this industrial installation. Then next we will solve the example, that is to find out the motor calculation and the total length of conduit required for the industrial installation. Now we have to do some calculation to decide the which type of wire you have to use for the installation. So first calculation is that you have to find out the input current or input wattage to the motor. As the rating of motor you have given in HP, that is 10 HP, you have to convert it into watts. So how to convert the HP into watts? So you have to take HP into 735.5, that is 1 HP is equal to 735.5 watts. So 10 HP is equal to 10 into 735.5 divided by 0.8. We have considered here power factor, that is cos phi is 0.8. So input to the motor you will get 9193.75 watts. So this is the input in wattage. Then you have to find out the full load line current to the motor. So it will be input, that is input power divided by voltage. So you will get the current. So we have done the calculation and voltage you have taken the 400 volt. So you will get full load line current is 22.98 ampere. So full load current of 10 HP 250 volt motor is 22.98 ampere. Now we know the starting current of motor is 1.5 times the full load current. So you have taken here 1.5 into full load current is 22.98, which will get 34.47 ampere. So from that we have decided VIR or PVC wire 7/20 aluminum conductor wire you are using for the installation. Always you will use the VIR or PVC wire or aluminum conductor or copper conductor wire 7/20, or you can take 7/16 wire for the installation. So we have taken here 7/20 aluminum conductor VIR or PVC wire for the installation. Now we will calculate the length of conduit required for the installation. So for the installation you will require two types of conduits are there. From main board to control board you will require 38.1 mm length conduit, because it will consist of 3 wires only. And from control board to the motor terminals, you can see that from this underground, from this floor to the motor terminal, you will require 50.4 mm conduit, because it will consist of 6 wire, that is for incoming 3 and outgoing 3. So it will require 50.4 mm conduit. So we will calculate the total length of conduit required separately for 38.1 mm conduit and 50.4 mm conduit. Then the total conduit will calculate by adding them. So we will first calculate the length of 38.1 mm conduit required, that is from main board to control board. So length of conduit from main board to control board, that is to control switch, it will consist of from main board to wiring height, it is 1.5 mm plus this horizontal run, that is of 5 mm horizontal run to this control board, it is of 5 mm, this horizontal you can see 5 mm, plus from this wiring height to the control board it is 1.5 mm, because this total is 3 meter, right? This total is 3 meter because your wiring height you have taken the 3 meter above the floor. So as your control board is 1.5 meter above the floor, so remaining this will be 1.5 meter. So total length of conduit from main board to the control board is 1.25 plus 5 plus 1.5, that is 7.75 meter. Then second one is length from the control switch to starter. As in this control board you have placed the control switch and starter, so distance between both you will always take 0.25 meter. You can always take that distance or length of conduit from starter to the control switch is 0.25 meter. So total length of conduit that is 38.1 mm conduit required for the installation is addition of this, that is 7.75 meter plus 0.25 meter. The total length of conduit is 8 meter. Now you can add the wastage in it. So you have to add the 10% for wastage. So 10% of 8 meter is 0.8. So you can add into 8 plus 0.8, that is total length is 8.8. For our convenient we can approximately take that length is 9 meter. So this is the length of conduit that is 38.1 mm conduit required for the installation. Now we will find out the length of 50.4 mm conduit required for the installation, that is from control board to this motor. So here first is from control board is 1.5 meter above the floor. So this 1.5 meter you can take here, this 1.5 meter. Then for connecting this wall to the motor, that is surface horizontal floor, you have to do this wiring in underground. So depth you can take 0.25 meter, means 0.25 meter below here and 0.25 meter below here, depth in ground. So add this depth 2 times, 0.25 here and 0.25 here under the floor depth, plus 3 meter distance of foundation from the wall. So this foundation to this end, the distance is 3 meter. So add 3 meter here also. Then from we have come up to here. Then next from upside, this foundation height is 1 meter. So add this 1 meter plus 3 meter plus 0.25 plus 0.25 is 4.5 meter, and add this into 1.5 meter, that is this. So 1.5, 2.5, 0.25 below this 3, then again 0.25 above, then foundation 1. So total length it will be 6 meter. Now we have to add the 10% wastage into it. So 10% of 6 meter is 0.6 meter. Then the total length is 6.6 meter. So for our convenient, approximately we can take this length is 7 meter. So we will get the length of 50.4 mm conduit is 7 meter. Now next one, you will require the flexible conduit 50.4 mm with conductor and lock nut. Flexible conduit you will require for the conduit 50.4 mm conduit. It is 0.5 meter. You can always take that flexible conduit is 0.5 meter, which is required to lock the 50.4 mm conduit to the 38.1 mm conduit. So you can always take it as 0.5 meter. Next, now you have to calculate the total length of VIR wire 7 by 20 VIR wire required in the conduit. So you can calculate it by adding or by the length of conduit. So two types of conduit you have used, 38.1 mm conduit and 50.4 mm conduit. So as we have already explained, the 38.1 mm conduit which is required to join main board to the control board, it will consist of 3 wires. So the length of that is 9 meter. So 9 into 3 plus 50.4 mm conduit which is required to connect motor to control board, which will consist of 6 wire, 3 for incoming and 3 for outgoing. So 7 into 6. So total length of VIR wire you can calculate 9 into 3 plus 7 into 6, that is 69 meters. So total length of VIR wire you have got. Next, you have to calculate the length of copper wire which is used for earthing. So length of copper wire for earthing you can calculate by total length of conduit. Total length of two types of conduit, because earth wire is circulate through all the conduit. So length of earth wire you can calculate 9 meter plus 7 meter. So 9 meter for 38.1 mm conduit and 7 is 50.4 mm conduit. So 9 plus 7, total 16 meter length of copper wire for earthing you will get required. Okay, so main material you have calculated. Now the other materials, you can prepare the list of other materials. So you can see this list. So we will see one by one each material. So first material, so you have to prepare first table. In table first you have to give the materials, the name of material with its specification. Then you have to give its unit, whether it is in numbers or it is in meters. Then next is quantity, how many quantity you will require, that quantity. Next one is rate of that quantity, for example per meter or per atom. And last one is total amount. So you have to make a chart like that and like this, and one by one you have to add the materials into it. So first material we will see, first material is ICTP switch 60 ampere 500 volt for MB, that is main board. For main board we will require one ICTP switch which is quantity 1, which having the rate 500. Then second one is ICTP switch for control board, which also having the quantity 1, rate 500, so total amount is 500. Next next is heavy gauge conduit pipe. You will require the two types of conduit pipes are required, 38.1 mm and 50.4 mm conduit pipes. So length of 38.1 mm is 9 meter as we have already calculated, and that is for 50.4 mm is 7 meter, and the rate for 38.1 mm is 30 rupees per meter, and that is for 50.4 mm is 50 rupees per meter, and total amount you can calculate. Then next one, VIR wire 7 by 20 500 volt. VIR wire you have already calculated. The length of VIR wire required is 69 meter. So quantity is 69 meter. Next one is rate. Rate is 10 rupees per meter. So total amount is 690 rupees. Next one, you have to mount your main board and control board on one fixed angle iron frame board. So two boards are required, one is for main board and one is for control board, and the rate is for main board is 30 rupees, for control board it's 50 rupees. It is bigger one because it will consist of your control switch and starter. Then next is copper wire, which is required for earthing. So as you have already calculated the length of copper wire required for earthing, that is 16 meter. So length of copper wire quantity you will take 16 meter, then rate is 2 rupees per meter, so total amount is 32 rupees. Next one is earthing set. For the earthing you will require the earthing set, which consists of earth pipe, earth plate and other accessories required for the earthing. So one earthing set you will require. So see here, one earthing set you have to require. So rate is 200, so total amount is 200. Next one is conduit bends. Conduit bends you will require two types, 38.1 again and 50.4 mm again. If you have to move your conduit from vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical, so you have to bend that conduit. So to join this two conduits you have to require the bends. So two bends you have taken. The data you can take approximately the rate or price, you can present market price you can take. So you have take here 38.1 mm is 60 rupees per bend, so total is 120. Next one is 75 rupees per bend, the total is 150. Next one is flexible pipe. You have already calculated the flexible pipe 50.4 mm as already told. So you always take it 0.5 meter. So rate is 40 rupees per meter. So for half meter you will require the 20 rupees. Next one is screws. Screws required to fix your boards. So you can take 8 screws, 4 for each board. Next one is connector. So you have to connect the 50.4 mm conduit to the flexible pipe. So connector you will require, one connector you will require, the rate is 30 rupees. Next one is saddles, the clamps to fix your conduit, it is called saddles, that is you also call the clamps. So two types of saddles you can require, 38.1 mm or 50.4 mm saddles you have required. So quantity of saddles you can take approximately, so I have taken here 30 and 25. So rate is 1 rupees and 2 rupees. Next one is couplings. To couples the conduits you will require the couplings. So two types of couplings are required there, 38.1 mm size coupling and 50.4 mm size coupling. Next one is another screws which is required to fix these saddles. So screws I have taken approximately, considering that one saddle required two screws to fix that saddles. So I have taken the saddles are 110. So half rupees for each saddle, so total is 55. Next one is gutties, teak wood gutties you have required, so I have approximately taken it 100. Then last one is sunrise required to fix that installation. So sunrise such as sand, cement, wooden bushing, insulation tape. So not approximate amount I have mentioned here, you have to always mention the lump sum amount of that sunrise. So lump sum amount I have taken here 200. Then all the amount of each material, by adding it you can calculate the total amount required for the installation. So see here, all these materials you have to keep it in mind, what are the materials required for the installation. So the length of conduits, wire, that you will already you have already calculated in the examples, that length you have to take in quantity, and other for example screws, then saddles, then earthing set, then couplings, then connectors, that you can take approximately, but keep in mind the things or the quantities or the amount which should not be imaginary, it should be present market amount. So in this way you can prepare a material table for the given installation. Now next one is circuit diagram for the connection of motor. So you can see this circuit diagram which will consist of main ICDP switch first, which having the 3-phase supply which is given to the control board. So this is our control board. Control board will consist of control switch and starter. So the difference between control switch and starter, that is distance, it is 0.25 meter. Supplies or wiring is given first from 3-phase to the 3-phase supply, that is ICDP switch, to the control switch first, then control switch to starter, and from starter to the motor. Here you can clearly see the 3 wires required from main board to the control board, and from control board to the motors there are 6 wires are required. So this is the circuit diagram for the given installation. So in this way you can solve or you can prepare the. Thank you for watching this video. To watch more videos, like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. To watch more videos, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel.